and welcome. My name is Sarah Bob and welcome to Bob Buys. For this video, I'm going to go over my after Christmas sales. So that would be my sales on my various selling platforms for the week of December 27th to January 2nd. And I have to say, if you guys saw the title and think it's clickbait, it's not. I'm going to tell you right now how I did it. I listed a bunch of stuff. That's literally it. I have quadrupled my sales from the week before by listing a bunch of stuff. So if you don't want to know what I sold, you just wanted to know how I did it, there you go. Have a good life. But I have been doing these listing challenges where I get 10 items from my death pile and I talk about them and I list them, and apparently I also sell them. So I am going to go over the sales I made for the week of December 27th to January 2nd. And we are going to start with eBay because that is the one I sold the most number of items on there. And then I'm going to do a little scoot so you guys can see what I sold. So this first item is this Liladro lithophane votive fairy light. It just, instead of just being a pretty light in glass, it actually depicts an image. They're absolutely gorgeous. I took a best offer of $12.10 and the buyer paid shipping. I paid only $1 for this in my last thrift haul, which was at the Restore. If you guys like selling glass and ceramics and you do not go to the Restore, you are missing out, because I have found so many wonderful, profitable items at the Restore, and it's not a thrift store I see a whole lot of resellers go to. So this was an amazing sale and I'm very glad that it went to a new home. So the next item is this new with tags Ralph Lauren blue men's medium waffle knit shirt. It was a long sleeve thermal shirt. I sold it for $18 with free shipping. I got this in a ThredUp men's mystery box or DIY box. I will definitely buy a men's box again. This has been the most profitable ThredUp box I have gotten out of all of them so far. And I have made over $200 on this box and I am so glad I decided to get it. I know with any ThredUp box they're a gamble, but this has been the best gamble. So cost averaging, I paid basically $4 for this shirt and it's gone off to a new home now. So the next two items I actually sold to a viewer of the channel. Second, thank you. She also supports me on my Twitch channel. I am a Twitch partner as well, and she has been a subscriber from there that has joined me here, which has made me feel warm and fuzzies in my heart. She bought this blown glass ornament. She paid $12.87 free shipping. However, she does live in Canada, so she had to pay the international shipping through the global shipping program to have it sent to her. In addition, she bought this vintage Irish pub pin for $9.87, again free shipping, but she had to pay global shipping prices to have it shipped to Canada. Second, next time you see more than one item in the store, add to cart and then check out, so that way I can bundle the shipping together and hopefully save you some money. But thank you so much for supporting me here on my channel. You are one of the most beautiful and amazing, lovely ladies. And she has the cutest ragdoll cat. Oh my goodness. But thank you very much for supporting me literally everywhere and all the time, and I appreciate you. For everything I paid less than $1, so again, it means a lot to me that you know how much I paid for it. And I've told you before, you can just message me and I can get you a better deal. But thank you for supporting me, and those are two of my sales on eBay. This next item, even though I sold it for full price, I sold it for $29.87 plus shipping. I held on to these shoes for almost a year and a half. So I would not recommend buying them again just because it took so long to sell them, but they were a size 10 and they were a beautiful pair of leather flats, very vintage looking, very like boho inspired and in a good size, and they were actually immaculate as far as condition goes. I paid $4 for the at the CHKD and they have sold finally, so I'm glad they are gone, but I will not recommend picking those up again. This next item is an Adidas X Farmio collab. I have sold multiple pairs of these. I actually bought these retail arbitrage. We do have an outlet here in Williamsburg, and I periodically go to the Adidas store to see if there's anything that would be good to pick up for resale. I picked up about a brick of these and I sold this for full price for $45.87 plus the buyer paid shipping, and I originally paid $20 for this. This next item is this Under Armour underwear. Now, I bought these at Ross for $6. This is RA again. They sold for $27.87 with free shipping. I held on to these for way too long, and not because they didn't sell, but because I didn't list them. I bought them because I knew they would sell, and then I put them in one of my many boxes of holding and didn't list it. So I didn't list these until after I started trying to clean up for my new floors installed, and as soon as I saw them, I wanted to list them so that way they could be a Christmas gift. I figured since they're new in the box, that's what they would be, but they are gone now and off to snuggle somebody's bits. I don't know why my mouth filter did not filter that out, but that's now an image in your head and we're all gonna move on together. This next item is this set of Anchor Hocking blue, cobalt blue. I love cobalt blue glass. This is a pair of glasses. I took a best offer of $8 and the buyer paid shipping. I paid $1.25 for these at a Goodwill. Pretty much if it is vintage Anchor Hocking, I'm going to pick it up. I love these 10-panel glasses so very much. I buy them whenever I find them. They're heavy, they're gorgeous. I'm still trying to find a set in emerald green one day maybe, but I'm very glad that these have gone off to a new home. And I have talked to you guys before that the reason why I pick up a lot of glass and ceramic in my local areas is because, one, that is what I'm able to source easily here. There are a lot of other resellers in my area and I seem to be the only one that like to resell those two items. And in addition, our Goodwills and thrift stores here, if they don't sell within a month, they actually get smashed and trashed. So I'm just trying to save a piece of our social and cultural history that way. Or at least that's how I like to think of it. So the next item we're going to talk about is this pair of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2.5-inch figurines by Playmates. This was part of my listing challenge. This is in my death pile. I actually got these for free. I did offer free shipping on them and they sold within 48 hours of me listing them. So I'm really glad they're off to a new home and they are now no longer in my house. But this listing is working and I'm happy about that. This next item also sold to a viewer and wonderful supporter both here on YouTube and on my Twitch channel, Kubris. I know that's not how you're supposed to say your name, but that's what I've always called you and you don't seem to mind, so thank you. This is also something I listed in my challenge and showed in a video here as well. This is Pyrex Autumn Wheat Harvest bowl. This is the largest Cinderella bowl, so this is the 4-quart mixing bowl. He paid $19.87 for it and paid for shipping. Kubris, thank you. I have also sent you a lovely little note. The same as second. If you see something, please message me. I can get you a better deal. You guys deserve that at least. So, but thank you for supporting me on everything. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you and how much I appreciate both of you for supporting me here and on Twitch. And lastly, this New Tags 7 Diamonds Shell Shocked short sleeve shirt. I did that without stuttering. I'm so glad. I got this also in the men's ThredUp mystery box, which means I paid about $4 for it. Again, it was an amazing box. I highly recommend. I checked today for another box and there weren't any that were up that I was interested in, but I might be doing a ThredUp unboxing hopefully before the end of the month. The buyer bought it for $22.40 free shipping, and again, another thing I'm glad is out of my house. And I have made a nice amount of money on. The next platform we're going to move on to is Etsy. This vintage hobnail Vaseline glass 3-footed candy dish went viral on TikTok. I've always wanted to go viral and I did it on the day that I didn't think it was happening on a video I didn't know anybody would care about. And I'm so grateful for it. This item sold for $12 on Etsy and the buyer paid $24 to have it shipped to them in Switzerland. So I don't know if they watch any of my content or saw the viral TikTok video, but thank you for buying it. Hopefully it'll make it to Switzerland okay. If you don't really sell on Etsy, Etsy also has started as of the middle of 2020 doing a processing center for international buyers. So what happens is, just like with the global shipping program on eBay, it is a slight upcharge to the buyer, but you actually, as a seller, send it to a central processing center and they check to make sure the item's in good condition when they get it, and then they ship it and do all the customs and declaration stuff for you and send it to the buyer. And if anything happens to it from the processing center to the buyer, it is actually on Etsy. It is not on you anymore, which is also why I recommend the global shipping program on eBay. So I'm really glad that Etsy has also decided to do something similar. It definitely makes me feel a lot better about selling internationally because they have decided to do that. It makes things a lot easier for the seller, and it makes things, I think, a little bit better for the buyer because they have a nice central location to solve any issues that they have. I only paid $2 for that item, so I also made a really nice profit from it and got a viral video out of it. So wins all around. And the last sale I'm going to talk about is on Poshmark. I definitely do not recommend picking these up unless you're going to sell them either at a flea market or on Facebook Marketplace. I would not recommend selling it on a platform unless you are really good at calculating shipping. I actually sold this Corningware Creations. They don't make these anymore. They made these only for I think about six or 8 years in the mid 2000s. This is a very heavy-duty stoneware casserole dish by Corningware, and it's a 2-quart thing. It's a great thing to cook with, but it was heavy, and I took an offer of $25. I had to pay up on shipping for Poshmark. Now Poshmark does a flat rate shipping, which is makes it a great initial selling platform for a lot of people, because at 5 pounds and under, it ships and the buyer pays for it. It's a flat $7.11 to the buyer. And that's great because a lot of things that are being sold on Poshmark weigh less than 5 pounds. This weighed 8 pounds. And they have a very exponential scale when it comes to shipping. I didn't, but I could have actually used Pyrex ship and shipped this cheaper than the upcharge that Poshmark gave me on my account in order to ship this at 8 pounds. They in addition to the $7.11 that the buyer already paid, Poshmark charged me an additional $11.97 to ship this item because it was 8 pounds. So I didn't lose any money. I still made about $4 on this item because I only paid $4 for it at an online auction during quarantine. But I would not buy this again, and I definitely will not sell something this heavy on Poshmark again because it was just not worth it. But I want to share the ups and the downs and the positives and the negatives, and regardless, I saved something else that is very useful and still good for cooking with from being smashed and trashed. Scoop back over, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely am happy to see a significant uptick in my sales from all these listing videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.